good, thanks, Mrs. Clement.
Lovely to see you.
I know, it's so good to see you too. I thought today is a fabulous opportunity in front of us. We've got lots of really interesting things on the table. And the reason we've got lots of interesting things on the table is because I'm reminded this week of appreciation. And I don't know about you, but something special is happening this Sunday, and it starts with M.
Is it Mother's Day this Sunday, Mrs. Clement?
It is. This Sunday is Mother's Day. And it really got me thinking about all the special people in our lives that we appreciate. And certainly our mums. I know my mum cooks the most amazing apple pie, and I'm really grateful for that, and I do appreciate that, as well as lots of other special things she does. But it got me thinking, who else in our lives do we appreciate, and actually how could we show them this week that we appreciate them and tell them that we love them? So that's what all this interesting stuff here is on this table for.
I think that's a great idea. I know I have lots of friends and family who do so much for me, and I would really like to show them that I appreciate everything that they do.
I think appreciation is a really important thing, because no matter what is happening, there are always things that we can look at and go, well, I'm actually really appreciating certain things. So for me, that's my family. No matter how I feel, my mum and dad make me feel really special, and they make me feel really loved, and I really appreciate that. So I think it's really important that we look for things that we can appreciate. So let's get started.
Sure. So what we thought today we could do was we're going to do some craft. Now, I think lots of us at home have got lots of interesting containers and jars that we could all use. Perhaps they're lying around, they might be in the cupboard, so we might be able to do some exploring at home and actually come up with an appreciation jar. Can you tell us what that's about?
Well, here is a jar that we've made already, and it's got such pretty paper on it. So these are things, this is what it looks like before we put the paper on it. So the appreciation jar is a jar where you put in things that you appreciate, and then you can pull it out and be reminded of what you appreciate.
So if it was me in my home, I might think maybe put it in a place where we could write some notes. So we could cut some piece of paper up. But first of all, we need to make our jar.
Yeah, okay.
So step one, let's make our jar.
Okay, so I'm really lucky because I've got some pieces of paper that are about the right size. So I'm going to use this jar because it's a spare jar. So perhaps, boys and girls, what you need to do is ask mum or dad if they've got a spare jar that you can use. It doesn't have to be this big. It's whatever you've got, so it's important to recycle some things. So I'm going to take a piece of paper that's already been measured, and I'm going to cover my jar. I think I'm going to need some sticky tape, and I might need some help here.
Let's help.
I might start cutting up some little cards that we can write into appreciation
That
jar.
side. And the good thing about this type of thing is you can do it with anybody at home. Ask your family members to help you.
It's actually really good to spend some time together, isn't it? I actually really appreciate this too, working together.
Yes. It is a special way of having some quality time. And that wraps around really nicely, actually.
Now we've got a tin. Oh, what we need for our tin is we need a lid.
We do need a lid.
And we might put some paper on. Oh, how about we put that in the middle? Let's do that, and then that will go on top. That's perfect. Okay, so I might use some tape.
Now you can see on the table we've got some patty pans and some textures and some ribbon and buttons, and we've just used some assorted things that we've found. So feel free to be as creative as you want with this appreciation jar.
Oh, there we go. All done.
That's looking really good.
That looks fantastic, but what if I would like to show some appreciation to some people who might not live in my house? Do you think maybe I could send them a card or write them a letter?
Great idea. Yeah.
So I think we have enough craft things here where we can put a card together or make a letter for somebody that we really appreciate. So we've got some card here that we've just folded into. And like Mrs. Clement said, we've got lots and lots of things here that we can use to decorate our card to send to somebody. So Mrs. Clements, would you like to help me decorate our card here? Maybe with some patty pans?
Sure. Now, I think when we're making a card, it's really important just to take a moment and to think about who our card is for. So that might help us decide what colours we use, what designs or what patterns we put on our card. Because I know if I was making a card for my auntie, it would look very different compared to if I was making a card for my brother.
That's very true. So
That's good.
I think I'm going to do a card for one of my friends, and I know that they love flowers. So I'm going to do one that's a little bit like a flower.
We could do some sticky tape. We've got some paper here. We can draw some shapes in the paper and cut them out. I can help you with that.
Thank you.
Let's see, why don't we do this one here. Might cut out some petals. So I'm going to use a nice thick pan. That's going to help me see where to cut out my shapes. Miss Robinson, what are some ways that you feel like you are appreciated?
Sometimes for me, it's when it's a surprise. So something will happen and someone will be really kind and I wasn't in any way expecting it, and they will thank me or they'll do something which really fills my heart with joy. And that makes me feel really appreciated. And sometimes we do things, and it's really small things that we don't think impact on other people, but other people really appreciate it. And I like to know sometimes that I'm doing those things for people. So it works both ways. If I show someone that I appreciate what they're doing, then they tell me that they appreciate knowing that. So it spreads this whole ripple of love and of appreciation, which I think is really nice.
I think that's a really nice way to describe it, like showing a little ripple of appreciation. And I know for me, when I'm showing appreciation to people, I always try to think about how I could show that without expecting anything in return. It's just a nice way to say thank you for everything that you're doing.
And I think sometimes even simple things, which is actually really powerful, picking up the telephone and making a call to someone and saying, hey, I've just been thinking about you today. I really appreciate you. How's your day going? And that can really boost someone's day. I know it would help me.
So Mrs. Clements, I think I'm just about finished my appreciation card now. I've got my little message inside and it's ready to post.
That looks fabulous. And can I show you one that I prepared earlier as well?
Love to see your card.
So this is my card here. Flower and a heart, and inside it is a note to my mum, so I'm going to give that to my mum.
Oh,
That's so
really
lovely.
special. We're going to be sending some lovely messages of appreciation. Have you got some messages we could put in our appreciation jar?
Now, I think a really nice idea with these when we put our messages in is, especially if you're at home, is to have a nice time at home. It could be around a breakfast meal or an evening meal or even lunchtime where you can sit down as a family and pull them out together and read them out as a family.
I think that's really lovely. Imagine doing that once a week, sitting down together and just pulling one out.
That would really show your appreciation to your family, wouldn't it?
That's actually a really lovely way of starting a dinner. Actually sitting down and doing that. What a beautiful idea. Boys and girls, I hope that you might be able to make an appreciation jar this week and maybe share it with us. We would love to see your work, and hopefully you might also be able to shed some joy with other people and send some cards of appreciation to other people as well. Every blessing for the week ahead. Have a lovely, lovely week. We look forward to seeing you soon. Bye, Junior School.